Welcome to Video Village, where imagination meets conversation. Keep the phones on and join the discussion. Yes, that means you on the bus. So unlock your mind and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Video Village. This is going to be our summer blockbuster episode, and today I am joined by my co-host Wayne, our producer
everybody.
Dave,
Hello.
And myself Connor. And I believe Dave has something set up for us this week. So we're going to pass it over to producer Dave and let us know what we're doing.
All right. Pretty much. Okay. In essence, we have a bracket with a load of films listed on it, and I'm going to throw them at you head to head, and you decide the winner, and then hopefully we'll have a winner by the end of it.
And these films you're throwing at us, are they like what are they, like summer blockbusters, I assume?
Yes.
Any time frame, or is it just like, the best summer blockbusters you could find kind of thing?
I think it's fair to assume that they go all the way back to when blockbusters became a big thing in the 70s.
Fair.
But yeah, everybody knows these films. They're fairly big.
They're the classics.
Nice.
Okay. Well, before we do jump in, I have a quick question for the two of you. So, it's a good question. Don't worry. There's no wrong or right answer. But if you had the ability to go back in time and watch one film in cinema release, so like you were there the first day it released at whatever cinema you wanted, what release would you go back to? Has to be a summer blockbuster, though. Only stipulation.
Can I go?
Yeah.
I think what I would love to have been in theater for the premiere release would have been Star Wars.
I was thinking the same.
To see Star Wars for the first time with a audience, seeing it completely blindly, not knowing what Star Wars is, and just watching that on big screen, I think would have been something special.
Plus, like, special effects like that wouldn't have been public knowledge like it is today. You can Google so many facts. There's documentaries on how they made Star Wars and whatever, but you wouldn't have had that back when you're actually watching this and you're like, how are they doing this? Is that a real spaceship?
That's it. And I spend the whole time like just looking at everyone else in the cinema. I know them. I don't need to watch the movie. I just want to watch the people's reactions, just like freaking out, like, what is this?
Yeah, very fair. Very fair. Yeah. Oh no. Do you have one, Dave?
That's a really tricky question.
Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah. It was like it was right at the start of blockbusters when they kind
That
of
was
started.
the original blockbuster, wasn't it? Jaws was
Yeah.
the movie that kind of made that a thing. Yeah.
Maybe that one.
Yeah, that's a great show. No, I definitely would want to go back and see Star Wars. I would love to have seen Ghostbusters, the first one.
Yeah.
Myself as well. That'd have been hilarious.
Back to the Future is another one. I'd love to have seen that.
Yeah. That one blew up. Like, apparently when that one was released originally, like, people were like raving about it. I was like, oh, what an amazing sci-fi. It's turning Hollywood on its head kind of thing.
Yeah, it was such a cultural moment. Kind of like what we had with the Avengers and stuff. Back to the Future was that of the 80s.
I'd say one of ours was that of the 80s is Avatar. First one. James Cameron's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been massive. Yeah. Alright, sorry for interrupting the game there. Just I heard that question during the week and I was like, I'm gonna ask the guys. And yeah. Here we are.
Yeah, that's good. It's interesting.
Yeah. So, Dave, How big are these brackets? How many head-to-heads are we going?
So we've 16 movies.
Okay, 16 contenders. So
Yeah.
8 rounds starting.
So
and we'll
it's
go
like a
down.
World Cup knockout rounds. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone.
Done.
All right.
All right, so first two movies. The first movie is Speed.
Speed.
The next,
Nice.
yeah, and the next one is Aliens.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's so unfair to Speed. Like, like great movie, but it's not beating Aliens. Like, it really isn't.
I was kind of leaning Speed.
You were going Speed.
Well,
I
first
mean,
off, I think what we need to do, I suppose, before we get too far into this, we need to decide how are we making these decisions. Are we going?
oh,
Yeah, like, are we going like complete technical aspect, like which movie is the better movie, or are we saying which movie is better as a summer blockbuster and all that entails? You know, like being culturally significant, being timeless. A movie that came out 20, 30 years ago that's still being quoted today. This is the kind of stuff that I'd be taking into consideration rather
yeah.
than just saying which movie is better than the others.
No, yeah,
I think
100%.
so. I think that makes it a bit closer for me. So it's a harder decision. Where are you with it?
I'm still siding on the side of Aliens. Just kind of think about everything you said there. It definitely is affecting pop culture a lot more than Speed has.
You obviously haven't seen that Father Ted episode, but okay.
That one Father Ted episode. How many shows have ripped off Aliens? Go on,
But
count
Father
them. I'll
Ted
sit here
hasn't.
and wait. Like,
How many episodes have Father Ted done on Aliens? 0.
well, I'm sure they would have got there if they could have. You know, but they were
Probably
working
would.
their way up. They were getting the first summer blockbuster, and then they would have got a little more courageous with another summer blockbuster in their next season. You know, but they didn't get that far, so we won't talk about it. But no, yeah, I love Speed. Keanu Reeves is amazing in it. But it's gotta be Aliens in that one. Like, Aliens is gonna be one of the top contenders. It's gonna be hard to beat, I think.
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm kind of split between the two, so I'll let you
I mean,
call it.
I'll
Just
say
call it.
the final words for Aliens would be that it was a sci-fi horror thriller that defined the genre. You know, people were making movies because they were inspired by this movie. Like, not a lot of people are going like, I saw Speed, so I'm gonna make the next. You know, whatever.
I think I put a lot of bums in seats though. And it maybe didn't inspire people to make, but it inspired people to go to the cinema.
But I say Aliens did the same, if not better either.
I don't know. I think the audience for Speed is wider than the audience for Aliens.
Do you mean that there's more Speed fans than there is Alien fans? Because how many Speed movies have they made?
What I'm saying is that Speed as a movie appeals to a broader audience than Aliens does on the
Okay,
surface.
fair. Not everybody likes the horror sci-fi.
Everyone loves a good action though.
Yeah, most people.
But no, I go with Aliens on this one because I'm kind of split between the two.
All right, Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens it is.
Ding ding ding.
Right.
What's next?
Round 2. Aeroplane versus Chicken Run.
Oh my god.
You have some tough choices ahead of you. I'm
That
telling you.
is such a weird choice. I never thought I'd have to pick between those two films. Like,
Yeah, it's hard. Like, where do you even begin?
I mean, Mel Gibson for one. You know, you gotta give him props. I'm just thinking about South Park Mel
Leslie
Gibson.
Nielsen though.
Oh yeah,
For me, I think Airplane is winning for me.
yeah.
I think.
I think it's just funnier. It was like the comedy behind it was just way ahead of its time.
Like,
I
and
mean,
that's still being quoted today. Airplane.
Oh, 100%. I was like, I have a drinking problem. Throws drink in face. Or yeah, the amount of anytime someone says Shirley, I'm like, yeah, and don't call me
Yes, I
Shirley.
am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
I'm anytime someone gives me that opportunity, I take it. I totally agree. Airplane. I mean, like, look, Chicken Run, amazing film. The stop motion was fantastic. Everybody working on it did a great job.
Yeah,
It was
Chicken
a
Run was ahead of
bang-up
its
film.
time.
100%.
Yeah, for this one, no. I gotta go to Airplane. Gotta do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Slam it up.
All right. Okay. So, number 3.
Number 3.
Back to the Future
Oh God.
versus Die Hard.
Oh, what? Dave?
I was looking at this. I was like, "There's no way of arranging this kind of fairly."
Yeah, wasn't Die Hard a Christmas movie? What's it?
It wasn't. Not a
come out
Christmas
in
not a release.
Oh, okay. I thought it was released at Christmas for some reason. Oh, that's a tough one, man. Back to the Future or Die Hard?
I don't know. Connor, I don't know.
I don't wait. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. This what?
This could be the final. Like, this could be the last two.
Yeah, we just retire after this. It's like they never
But it
went
could
back
have
to the podcast because they couldn't even answer this question.
Which is a better movie? I don't know. Which is a better movie? I don't know. I honestly don't.
Oh my god! Because if you asked me to watch any of them right now, I would sit down and say yes.
Yeah, and if you said, "Oh, you can watch Die Hard or Back to the Future tonight," which one? I'll probably watch both.
Yeah, we go do a back-to-back special. Marty McFly eventually grows up and becomes John McClane.
John McClane.
Leaving his time machine behind, picking up a Glock 9.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm trying to. Yeah, Dave, you really messed me up with this one.
Yeah, I know. This is great. I'm very entertained.
I'm just
Glad to know you're happy.
Yeah. So it's not like the first episode where it came back on me. It was like, oh, I don't know.
Wait, you decide tiebreakers, obviously. Though.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was never in the rules.
Oh, that's always implied, though.
okay. Let's get back to business here now.
Yeah.
Harsh decisions have to be made. I don't know what way you're leaning, Connor, but I'm slightly leaning towards Die Hard.
I was going a little more towards Back to the Future myself.
Okay.
I know. But, like, Die Hard has it all for an action movie.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, now, if I was to watch both, if I was to turn off my computer now and say, bye-bye, guys, and just go and watch both those movies, which one would I enjoy more? Probably Die Hard.
Well, remember, this is a summer blockbuster themed
Yeah.
to the death. Like, which would you be more inclined to go with, a family or a group of friends to the cinema and see as well? Right?
Yeah, that is part of it too. And they're kind of different. Like, so Back to the Future is, well, that's one you can take the family to. Die Hard, that's one you go to buddies to. Right? They're slightly different.
Yeah, no. Like, which one do we think is going to be able to beat the previous ones?
I think they all probably do pretty well. Either of them are the best so far. Well, yeah, we're not to maybe spoil decisions from later on, but yeah, I think both those movies are the best we've heard so far, in my opinion.
Fair. I mean, yeah, I think we'll just give it to the Christmas #1 classic, Die Hard.
I think Die Hard. I think it just edges it out in being
I think
iconic.
it's more
They're both
quotable.
iconic. Yeah, it is.
It's just and it just sticks. It's but both have affected pop culture so much.
Yeah, they have, and that's why you can't kind of put one ahead of the other on those terms. I just really have to go, which one will I enjoy that bit more?
Yeah,
And for me, it is Die Hard.
yeah. I'll say Die Hard.
Excellent.
That's-
Okay,
That's a tough one, though.
moving on. Moving
100%.
on. Okay, so The Dark Knight or The Lion King?
Dave,
It's Lion King.
who hired this guy?
Wait, whoa! He's getting paid. Is it not the Lion King?
I mean, it is, but should we not? Should we not
No.
pay some respect?
No, we got a lot of this to go ahead. We gotta get through it. Like,
Yeah, no, it is the Lion King, but Dark Knight, great movie. You can't
oh no, yeah.
don't want to diss it either.
So is it not in our top 10 list?
It would have been, yeah, but so is Lion King. They both aren't.
Oh yeah. I think they both.
They both
I don't
are.
know. I must find that list. I hope one of you guys has it.
Okay, so
just listen to the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
we're moving on.
Yeah.
The next two I have here is Pirates of the Caribbean
Oh,
and Mean Girls.
Wow. What? Like, how do you compare those two movies?
you don't
don't.
compare them. But I do think this is. I love both these movies. I think it's a pretty easy decision for me. I would say it's Pirates, but
I
I'll
was
let you have your say.
I was 100% expecting you to say Mean Girls there for a second.
No, I love Mean Girls.
I know.
Like,
That's why I was like, this guy loves Mean Girls. He's like, if anyone was to pick Pirates over Mean Girls, it'd be, or Mean Girls over Pirates, it'd be this guy. Like,
But I also love Pirates. I love that. It's one of my favorite franchises.
should definitely watch
Um,
One Piece. Yeah,
I like
no,
One Piece too.
I'm yeah, definitely with you on the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think so. Like that for me, that's a movie that could go a long way on this. For me,
Oh
anyway.
yeah. I think Pirates of the Caribbean will stand the test of time better than Mean Girls will.
Probably. But I can't wait. Like, hopefully, I'm still around in like 50 years' time. I go back and watch Mean Girls and just see, you know what I mean? Just compare like where we are, whatever is happening at the time, that time in the future, and just look back to 2005 or whatever. Just see these teenage girls just tear pieces out of each other. It's never enough fun.
So when Mean Girls becomes a historical drama.
Yeah.
Next Bridgerton.
All right, okay, so Pirates is what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
All right, next two is another two odd pairings. Forrest Gump and Shrek.
Wasn't Forrest Gump from Florida?
Is he? Does it matter? I don't know.
No, it's just because then the both of them would be from Swampland.
I don't know where you're going with that. I was like, what?
Forrest Gump or Shrek? Man, oh man.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I know you said that there were two very different picks there, Dave, but I actually think they got more in common than you would think.
I was thinking that myself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're both kind of lonely, outcast heroes that people don't think a lot of, and just go on these incredible adventures and just achieve
Prove
the impossible.
everyone wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way, actually.
I think the film to go forward should be Forrest Gump. I love Shrek, but I just think Forrest Gump is the way to go here.
I was kind of going the other way, to be honest. But yeah, I'll go with John Forrest Gump.
I just think as the film offers so much more. Like just the life of Forrest Gump is just there's so much more in it.
It's such an epic, yeah. But Shrek is such an epic too.
It
It's
is.
so funny.
It was the animation of our generation, like
Yeah,
you know.
that rhymed, Connor.
Laying down the
Um,
bars.
It's the sound
spitting.
bite right there.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I think I just
yeah. And I had Forrest Gump in my top 10 movies. So,
yeah,
but I'm
number
still
10.
just, yeah, and I'm just looking at
was.
Shrek, and I'm like, that could have been on my list.
Yeah.
But I go with Forrest if you're leaning
Yeah.
heavily that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Forrest Gump it is.
Next, Inception versus Truman Show.
Ooh.
There can only be one.
Not unless he dreams it.
I'm leaning towards Inception there anyway. Don't know about you.
Yeah, I just think it was more like if we were going back to like how it affected pop culture, like I think Inception definitely did it. Like the amount of people like, oh, he's been incepted. You know,
Yeah.
you don't
And
get like, oh,
adding,
he's been Truman showed.
but you add the section part of the word, like people just add that to other words.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's a classic. Yeah,
Um,
I'd
I
agree
go
with
with
you.
Inception.
Inception. Yeah. Truman Show.
But it is,
Fantastic.
it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have to accept all these movies are just great movies now. They're not going to give us like something really bad to make their decision easy. Doesn't look like it anyway.
Okay, so this is the last roundup before the quarterfinals. I'm probably going to get that wrong, the name of it, but the next round. Wall-E versus E.T.
E.T. The two Alien movies, huh?
Yeah? No?
No, they're not.
Wall-E's not an alien.
Ah, whatever. Like, gee. Oh, sorry. Okay, Wall-E or E.T.
Yeah.
I feel like there's an obvious answer there, but I'm leaning the other way.
You're like E.T. the obvious, Wally the.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to go with Wally, but I feel like E.T. is the right answer.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
I mean, E.T. is great. Tugs the hair feels.
So does Wally. He does all those things too.
Yeah, but that's it. Wally does that, and it does it with less dialogue. Like,
Yeah, almost zero.
you know, it's really like the the way they explain the character of Wally through just his actions is very well done. You know, he's sweet, he's caring, he just wants to get his job, and he likes shiny things.
So simple, like yeah.
Yeah. But then there's like, you know, and then they even explore that he's not just this two-dimensionally programmed robot where he's, you know, get up, get your job done, go back to work, bed kind of thing. Shows that he has like feelings and whatnot. So I kind of want to say Wally myself.
I think we should. I think Wally deserves it. I think it's a little underrated, you know, that movie.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on Wally.
It's called Wally. Like, anyone listening to this is gonna be shocked that we didn't pick.
Yeah. We're gonna be scrutinized 200%.
But you know what?
200%.
I don't care.
Yeah, if you want to make a list and start your own podcast, be our guest.
Yeah. But please don't. We don't want the competition.
Yeah. What were you saying, Dave?
I adore the movie Wall-E. I think it's one of their best.
It is.
Yeah. It's definitely up there, top 3 for me.
It doesn't get talked about
100%.
enough.
No, 100%. We are fans of Wally. If Wally wants to sponsor us, let us know. But yeah, Wally all the way.
Okay, now we start to narrow it down a bit. So I think this is the quarterfinals.
Yeah,
I don't know.
last 8.
Yeah,
We had 8 there, so we have 8 movies remaining. Yeah.
Yeah. So first one is I think this is fairly obvious. Aliens versus Aeroplane.
Ooh.
When you said fairly obvious, Dave, what was your train of thought there?
It's the first two movies from the last round.
Yeah, that's entirely my my thinking there. It's like, oh yeah, it's clearly these two that were picked last time.
Yeah, so we're just going back in the same order. So it makes sense to me.
So, which would you pick?
For me, I would go with Airplane.
Airplane. Oh,
But I know you're probably thinking Dither because you're a bigger fan of Aliens than I am.
I don't know. I love Airplane. Like, it's such a good movie. You know, it's very rare for a movie kind of from that genre to be still funny and relevant. You know, like a lot
I
of
know, yeah.
humors from those kind of that era of film, like the humor didn't stick. Like,
But because the humor they went for wasn't like, it wasn't really topical, or they weren't trying to make humor out of current events, things happening. You know, it was just stupid human things that
Yeah,
are
it was-
timeless.
it was situational comedy. Like, it was
Yeah,
funny because
things
of
that
the scenario
never
they were
grow
in.
old. Even like some of the, you know, like, do you want your plane ticket smoking or non-smoking? Oh, I'll have smoking, and then the ticket's on fire.
Or what was it? Oh, we gotta get to a hospital. What is it? It's a building with sick people in it.
It's a big building.
There's,
So good.
like, it's littered with them as well, like, and it's consistent all the way through. Like, there's ones that are not as popular, but they're still really funny. Like when the photographers come in and they're like, "All right, let's get some pictures," and they go over and take the frames off the walls and walk out.
But yeah, it to me it kind of gives like if there was an American Monty Python, that's the kind of humor they'd be pumping out.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slapstick humor, isn't it? Is that
Yeah.
what they call it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I'm happy to go with Airplane. After that nice little talk, I'm definitely
Yeah.
on
I'm,
Airplane
hap-
side.
I'm
there.
happy with that.
Yeah, facts.
All right, okay.
What you got
Airplane
next,
it is.
Dave?
We have Die Hard versus The Lion King.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. What have we
I
done
feel
to
like-
ourselves, Wayne?
Yeah, I feel like I want to say The Lion King,
Yeah.
but I can't argue against Die Hard either. I don't know.
Man, I'm just grunting into the microphone now at this stage.
I know, yeah, but I'm trying to,
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to comprehend my reasoning for why I'm going to go either, because I don't know. I think, yeah, probably The Lion King.
I think so
It's-
too. And to be honest, I think it would be, for me it'd be because of the just the music. Really.
Yeah,
It was a great musical.
and it's still timeless today.
Yeah, it's still better than the remake.
Oh yeah, 100%. So are we good to go with The Lion King?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Moving along nicely here. So, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes,
versus
please.
Forrest Gump.
That's not an easy pick.
No, it's not.
Not an easy pick. I know I've probably been saying that a lot now, but
No, it's yeah. We have films at this level. Trying to pick one over another is just nearly always impossible.
It's always kind of coming down to personal taste, isn't it? Really, what kind of movies?
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm still trying to do this in the way where I'm judging the movies as the blockbuster,
Yeah.
and for that reason, I want to go with Pirates.
Yeah. People be more interested in seeing, like, if you just had to try sell the movie to someone, like your friends, without them having no concept or no understanding of either film.
This guy on a bench, right? And he's just like, all these people come around.
He's
sit next to
telling
him,
his
and
life story. He met the president. He plays table tennis. He
When he was a
gave
kid, his
Elvis
legs didn't
staff.
work.
Or do you want to see some swashbuckling pirates?
I want to go with Pirates. I do.
Yeah, pirates.
Worst
A
pirate I've
pirate?
ever heard of.
Yeah. Let's cause some controversy. Let's see if we
Yeah,
can
let's
break
do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna do that an awful lot.
But we'll do it with a smile.
Okay, last quarterfinal. Inception versus Wall-E.
It's Wally, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he didn't leave that bloody thing spinning at the end of the movie, it might have been Inception, but no, it's Wally.
Yeah, if I didn't have to watch Inception 16 times to understand it, maybe I could.
Oh, time moves slower. Gotcha.
No, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with Wally.
Yeah,
Little dark horse here.
yeah. Will he win it out? Will he beat the Lion King? No, he's not.
Probably not.
No.
Spoilers. Okay.
It hasn't even happened yet.
All right. Okay. Semi-finals.
Hey.
Hey. Pumped. Okay. So, Airplane versus the Lion King.
So Airplane had a good run.
I don't know. I was gonna think an airplane there for a second.
Are you? You're leaning towards Airplane?
I'm still laughing at the jokes we were there going through there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the Lion King. I mean, it has such a great cast as well. I like the fact that it wasn't looked upon. But I'm correct in saying that the Lion King wasn't the kind of front project that Disney had on at the time. It was kind of like, let them off, do their thing, kind of. Or did it
Yeah,
have?
I
that's
think
right,
so. Yeah, I think they were making Aladdin. Maybe Aladdin was Aladdin or Pocahontas. I think it was their big one. And then the B team. Yeah, they had their Disney B team working on the Lion King.
I think Aladdin was the B team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Aladdin was a script written for Robin Williams, and they did. I think it was like Beauty and the Beast or something. Then they were allowed to go do Aladdin.
Was it? I don't know.
I can't. No, don't quote me on that now. To be fair, I have to go check it out again. I can't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure they did Aladdin for Robin Williams, and then Robin Williams was like, "No, I don't want to do it," because he had an issue with the voice being used for monetizing purposes. He didn't want his voice to be used in little genie action figures or dolls or whatever across the countries.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to say Lion King.
It just feels right.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like they took the film a little more seriously than the guys in Airplane. Not saying that they didn't
Just a little bit.
job
Not
seriously,
much.
but like I'd say there was a lot more swearing on the sets of Lion King than there was on.
Yeah. There's a few more lessons to be learned watching Lion King than there is in Airplane. Maybe we put it that way.
Don't go to the bad land, Simba.
Okay, so Lion King through to the final.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, the other semi-final is Forrest Gump versus Wall-E.
Well, Forrest Gump had a nice run, but
Did we pick Forrest Gump, or I thought we picked Pirates over Forrest?
we did. Hang on, what's going on? It's rigged. I figured it out. It's all
things rigged. Yeah, he's had a plan from the start. He wants Forrest Gump to win it.
Yeah. You moved him out of top 10 up closer to number 2. Yeah, you dirty dog.
Something's happening here. Something's going on, Dave.
I'm pretty sure you moved Forrest Gump to where About a Boy was, and then took About a Boy out.
Oh, don't start that.
Well, you're getting slack for it, are you?
I'm still not over it. I'm not over it.
So it was Pirates that was picked, was it?
Yeah.
Whoops, my bad. Okay, so Pirates of the Caribbean versus Wall-E.
Okay, that's harder.
That's So when you were saying, "Oh, Forrest," I was like, "Yeah, if it was Forrest Gump, Wally has a one." But I think Pirates is definitely worthy of contention here for sure.
Yeah. It's just as a summer blockbuster. Yeah.
I remember that movie
100%.
coming out. Like, it was such a big
Yeah.
thing, and the music and everything.
I think I even saw the second one in the if you remember the cinema mobiles that goes around to small towns in Ireland.
Yeah, different.
Anyone listening who doesn't know what the cinemobile is, it's basically this huge truck with an expandable trailer on the back of it, so it opens up and it's parked out, and then it has rows of seats. It's just a portable movie room, cinema room,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a screen play certain movies throughout the day, like the kid movie in the morning, whatever movie in the afternoon, and then the kind of more adult films at night. I remember seeing Pirates of the Caribbean and having to beg my parents to go see it. Just like, please let me go. I'm 12. It's only across the street. I'll come straight home. Yeah, cinema.
And I remember those things. They were little hot boxes. They were all made of metal, and if it was a hot day, like you were just sweltering inside.
You learned not to watch movies when it was hot outside.
Yeah. So back to summer blockbusters.
So what was our decision? Pirates or Wally?
Yeah, I'd say Pirates.
We go Pirates?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're now down to the final.
What?
Yes, we are.
What do we got?
The Lion King versus Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's all come down to this.
Did not see that matchup coming.
I didn't either.
Pirates of the Caribbean over Lion King.
How do we judge this now? I don't know. I don't know about this one.
I mean, like Pirates of the Caribbean, great movie, great cast, but the cast is heavily carried by Johnny Depp. Where
100%. Yeah.
The Lion King is a little more spread out. You know, you got Timon, you got Pumbaa, you got Simba.
But Timon and Pumbaa, really. Get rid of Timon and Pumbaa. You're not saying the Lion King is carried by a great cast. You know what I mean?
No, because you don't have Hakuna Matata. Like, what's the point if you don't have Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, they are the characters. All the other characters are fairly just formulaic. Don't really stand out to me.
Scar's pretty good. Good villain.
Scar's good. The hyenas are good too, actually.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, fantastic.
Yeah. Is it the Lion King?
I'm leaning towards Lion King myself.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, okay. Dave, we will close it in with the Lion King.
So the Lion King is the best summer blockbuster.
Out of what you gave us, yeah.
Yeah, so far.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 to be continued.
Oh, okay. That could be interesting. Different categories and then
Super
Mash or something.
So Lion King only won the first heat, really.
It's the champion in its round.
Yeah.
Wait till it gets the nationals.
Won the battle, but can you win the war?
They're always talking about regionals, isn't it?
How regionals?
Oh no. Yeah. So, okay. Fair play to Lion King. Congratulations. I mean, it probably doesn't mean much to you that we picked you, but we're happy about it.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm happy with that. It's a good.
No, yeah.
A good winner, Lion King. Yeah.
I have a do you know for you, or did you know, should I say?
Okay.
Just when I was doing research, I came across this and I found it interesting, and it kind of fills into summer blockbusters as it relates to Dwayne Johnson, like Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel. But each one of those actors, the what?
All the bald ones, yeah.
All the bald ones, yeah. they have what's called a no lose clause in their contracts. And what that means is it's a contractual stipulation that ensures their characters always emerge victorious on screen. So if you're watching a movie with Dwayne Johnson in it, you're more than likely not going to see him get beat up or lose in a fight or a conflict.
Is that at all in the film, or like
no lose
For the-
clause, full stop?
for the resolution? But does that mean your character can, lose in the first act, but then by the end of the movie they win? Or-
Not really. It's more like if the bad guy was to get the upper hand, it'd be a situation where the bad guy was getting away and Dwayne had to go save the damsel in distress kind of thing. So he wouldn't be losing per se, he'd be choosing to go save someone else. He can't be seen like knocked out, clean out. Or he can't like be beat up in a fight and just be done.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So let me get this straight.
I know what you're thinking already, Dave.
Their logic is, I'm not losing because I'm winning over here, and it's not related. Like, I don't know. That's so strange, isn't it? So counter intuitive to how stories kind of are told, aren't they?
So how did yeah, that's what I thought too. Is like how do they get to decide to change this writer, this director's decision on how they want their character to be? You know, I was like, this guy, this loss is a massive point of his, his personality kind of thing. Plus, what happens then if Johnson fights Diesel? Like, who's like? It's just gonna be a stalemate 24/7. That I don't want to watch that.
But they did fight in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And who won?
I don't know. One of them won, surely.
Are you sure? Are you sure it
I don't
didn't just
know.
like guys pulling them off? He's like, you gotta stop fighting. And so
No,
like,
No, well, I
Hobbs
remember,
versus Shaw.
that was
That was a different
the
game.
Rock and Jason Statham. But then in Fast and Furious,
Oh,
Vin Diesel is in there as well, and so Vin Diesel, they're like robbing the cars or doing whatever they do with their gang, and then the Rock was like the cop after them. So they definitely fought a couple times.
but did they have clear winners? Because they cannot be shown on screen. I don't know how on screen, off screen it has to be, but they can't be shown losing. And that's in their contracts. Anytime they sign a deal, that is one of their stipulations.
I don't know about that now.
I know. That would put me off working with them.
It is.
To
Do
be
you
honest.
know what
They're
that makes me
too
think?
egotistical.
If anyone ever asked me to give a definition of what toxic masculinity is, like that's what it is. That's what that is to me. Like, oh, I'm not pretending to lose a fight. No way.
I'm not going to contribute to the story. I got an image to uphold.
yeah.
No,
I presume
don't like
that's what it's about, isn't it? That like Dwayne Johnson is a brand also, and they're just trying to protect that.
Yeah, 100%.
But is that smart? Like, does that mean anything? Like, is there people out there, like, if they watch The Rock get knocked out on screen, like, oh, well, that's it. He's no longer our sponsor for our brand, or like, is that going to happen?
Well, there could be people who are the stereotypical kind of male in terms of just like, oh, men should always be winning in fights, blah blah, and he just kind of follows one of these guys religiously, and he's like, no, he can't lose. He's the best of the best. He's the manly of the man. Like,
No, that's stupid.
I know, 100%.
Maybe it's a wrestling thing.
Why would Statham and Vin Diesel have it then too?
Well,
Just there could be more actors out there.
Wrestlers love to lose.
Oh, right. I thought that. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I know that there's like a face and a heel situation. Maybe.
Yeah, so you look when you're the heel, the bad guy. You want to be booed. That's that's what you want. You want the heat, they call it.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't
Such
know.
a weird thing. Like, how would you write a movie around that? Like, oh, my main guy can't lose now. It's like, how am I supposed to help with character development? I have to figure it out in other ways. So,
One Punch Man.
he can lose. It's just there's no one around to do it. Like, he's the best. Until you meet the next best, but he's the best.
He is the best.
He's the best. Yeah. And two fun facts here before we kind of close out the show is Alien opened 45 years ago this week, and that's the week of the 28th of May when we were recording this. Opened 45 years ago, grossing 185 million with a budget of 11.
Jeez.
So fair play to them. Also with the budget of 11 million was Parasite, 2018, that
Oh wow.
released 5 years ago this week, and grossed 254 million in the box office.
Yeah, nice.
Aye. Yeah.
Very
45
nice.
years ago. Like, that's older than all of us.
Alien, yeah.
For Alien, yeah.
That was Ridley Scott as well, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm.
Well, for the first one, I know it was David Cameron for the second.
James Cameron.
James
No, David
Dave,
Prime Minister David Cameron.
Dave, are you looking at yourself in the mirror, just holding like a fake Oscars? Like, no, David Cameron is giving his speech for best film.
No, David Cameron was the Prime Minister of the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah.
putting his own name on Dave Cameron and imagining him.
That's probably happening too.
So yeah, our Lion King is our winner.
Yeah. So, before we finish, do you guys have any suggestions for people's to shows, TV, could be either or?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a movie that's pretty recent. It's come out this year. It's called Boy Kills World.
It's on my list. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks good.
that's fun. I would really recommend. Stars Bill Skarsgård as a deaf man who was taken from his family when he was really young and brought up by this guy who taught him how to fight. And then basically, he just goes through the whole movie trying to get revenge on people, and it's pretty cool. So I'd recommend that one.
I'll give that a look, definitely. Dave, you got any shouts or recommendations you want to throw?
I watched The Fall Guy and I thought it was really, really good. I
like that
I
too.
loved it.
I watched it last night myself. Yeah, really good film.
Yeah,
That was brilliant.
fantastic.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Fall Guy is about a stunt actor who is the kind of the stunt man to the main action Hollywood star. And he gets in an accident, kind of slips away from the career. And bad things ensue as he tries to get back in. But I won't say much more than that. Very good, very funny.
Very funny. Yeah, I really like that.
Very funny.
Yeah. Definitely a step away from Ken. Anyways, for Ryan Gosling. But Emily Blunt in it as well did an amazing job.
She's brilliant too.
And it was a great homage to stunt actors.
Cinema. Yeah.
They were just throwing in some classic stunts for no reason, for the simple fact that they could, and then finishing the film on a car chase is just like a classic action film thing to do. Like,
I don't know if you noticed that there, like at the start of the movie when they do the first big stunt that Ryan Gosling does. After he gets out of the car, there's a guy that goes up to him and like gives him a pat on the back. Says, "Oh, great job, man!" That guy was the actual stunt man who did the stunt.
Nice.
It's just funny.
Nice. Well, my recommendation is an old one, and I don't know if a lot of people would like this movie or not because it's. I don't know where it like. I don't think it'd be like a blockbuster or what it would actually be, but just a random early 2000s comedy. I think it's like 2001. But I picked it because the lead, DJ Quails, recently got engaged to Ty Olsson. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to give him a shout out for that. And that is New Guy.
New Guy.
2002 New Guy. Basically, DJ plays a kind of geek or a nerd, American typical high school nerd. Doesn't like his current life in his school, so he finds a way to get expelled from his current school and starts his new school as a bad boy, so to speak. It's called The New Guy. Very funny. It's so goody. It's what was his name? Eddie Griffin is in it. You know, he plays the pimp in a few things. But he's a prisoner and he teaches DJ how to be the bad guy. And it's just stupid funny. You know, it doesn't make sense. Funny kind of.
Yeah, no, I want to watch it. I've never heard of that, but I want to watch it now.
Definitely check it out. It's a funny film.
Yeah, you said DJ Quaid. I was like, I haven't seen that guy in a long time. He hasn't been in anything. Like Road Trip was the only thing I could think of. But yeah, I'm like, I definitely want to. I watch anything with him, and he's hilarious.
Last thing I saw him in was Supernatural. He had a recurring role for a few episodes on that. Which is actually his current fiance is also on Supernatural in a recurring role.
Is that not still going? Is that Supernatural?
It finished in like 2020, 2021. I can't honestly remember, but COVID messed up its finishing.
Shame.
And then it did finish, and now it's coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, but we won't get into that. Yeah. So Wayne, what are our socials so people know where they can follow us on Twitter and such, or X?
Our social medias. So you can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and you will find us at Video Village 239 on all three of those platforms.
Awesome. Video Village 239 on all those platforms. Perfect. Well, we hope to have more content up on there in terms of just little shorts and whatnot. So keep tuned for that. But that will be that for this week. So thank you for listening. If you're listening, but that is a wrap on episode 6 of Video Village. Cheers. Thanks.
Bye-bye.